Hello, Kitsu. Dokes here. I know it's been a while. For those who remember, this was supposed to be a early February release project. This is a video in culmination of my 6-year anniversary on Kitsu. Every year I try to do some sort of celebration. I've been part of the anime community there for over 6 years now. Last year I was meant to watch some anime series from 5 different users for my 5th anniversary. So in the middle of that, at some point I'll actually finish and get back to all those people. This year I decided I would rate some people's waifus and husbandos, which is a terrible idea. I'm sure I'm going to make some people upset or just do a bang-up job at this. But hey, I think sometimes we got to be more creative and willing to just throw ourselves out there and see what sticks. This was supposed to come out last month, like I said, but I procrastinated really badly, as one does, and then I went to a international trip for about 2 weeks. I was gone. I was visiting my girlfriend. Thankfully I did it then, because then, we all know how bad coronavirus is now, and it's getting in the way of absolutely everything. So then I got back at the beginning of this month, got really, really sick, had absolutely no motivation to do this, so I just didn't. And I procrastinated, and I decided today is the day I am going to rate your waifus. These were all submitted by people on my post. If you didn't submit on there, I'm sorry. But yeah, I made a little tier list. I figured this is an easy way to rate them. So we've got our 1 through 10. Some of you probably already looked at them and read them as I was talking. So we start at the bottom. A 1 is a dumpster fire. These are just people I either don't like this character, or I think this character would just be the worst waifu ever, or husbando, and I think they're just awful. We go up to 2. It's a bad. It's a bad. Just means it's a bad choice. Very bad. It's not quite garbage or trash, but it's not good. 3 is not a waifu or husbando. These are basically these characters. You'll see a few of them on here. People have as like their best girl or best boy, but age separation for me and what I like in characters, because I'm rating these off waifu. So anyone who submitted best boy or best girls and they don't fit in the criteria, too bad. That's what they're getting rated on. And I'm going to make that distinction for a few people, because like my very first person on here, I'm going to be rating his stuff. His first one was his waifu, and everybody else was just best girl submissions. So he's going to notice that several of his characters are going to be in this bottom half of this tier because of that. These are just people that, no, they're not. They're too young, or they're just not fit to be a husband or waifu to me. Number 4, we have student B. Basically, when you see that generic person in the background, imagine their friend right beside him. That's student B. Then we move up this, right in the middle on here is student A. It's that generic person in the background. Nothing negative to say about him, nothing positive to say about him. But they're there. We see him. We know. It's okay. Number 6, Senpai noticed you. Across the room, I didn't know if you were special or not, but I see you over there, and I noticed you. I'm going to keep an eye on you. Basically, that 6 rating, you go from being just, run-of-the-mill, in the background, to being somebody I at least can notice and say is, worth talking about, Number 7, it's a good. The opposite of it's a bad. They're good. They're a good person. Very likable. Probably a good character. Definitely not going to say that I'm a smitten kitten over them or anything like that. I do think, though, they're solid. They're really good. But, what's even better is Charlie Brown. And if you're a real good man, good lady, that's where you get in the number 8 slot. And that's where we'll put you. Number 9 is best friend material. This is the slot right before Husbando Waifu where I think this person would make an excellent friend. I would love to be their friend, but they don't quite they don't quite make it to that point of being the best. And then 10, Husbandos and Waifus. This is where Grim and Crop are going to go. You got a problem with it? Tell me below in the comments. I would love to hear who disagrees with my rankings, where you would rank all these characters, and if you want me to do another one of these, let me know. So first thing, tier maker is how to use. I submitted all these images in order, and then they just scrambled them all. So all these characters are out of order. On the bright side, I have everything prepared on some Google tabs, so everybody can follow along with who submitted it, who's the character, what they're from, and kind of what they look like, so we can enjoy this journey together. So first off, we're going to look up Fuuka. So Fuuka Yamagishi, which I forgot to put the what they're from for this one. They're from Persona 3, and this is from the user Bit Necromancer. I love Fuuka. She's super sweet. One of the sweetest characters in the Persona games I've met. She is super pretty as well. I mean, you can see her in some of this good fan art, how people capture her. But I mean, like, even in her official art, like, you can tell she's got a very cute style. She's very traditional. I really enjoy Fuuka. I mean, she's got a wonderful variety of outfits that make her look very traditional and very much like that cute Japanese girl. She's a really hard worker, good go-getter. I am going to have to say Fuuka. Well, actually, let me go ahead and close bits first, and then we'll go back up. So Fuuka, where do we put her? I'm gonna say Fuuka is someone I would be really good friends with, but doesn't quite capture my heart. So Fuuka's a 9-bit. I think she's wonderful. Someone I would love to be friends with. I was friends with her technically in a digital form, but just doesn't make my heart melt with goody goodies. So going on down, we have a girl from Psycho Pass. Her name is Akane Tsunemori. This is starting from here for like the next 10 are all going to be bit, so get used to not seeing a name for a while. So we're on the Bit Necromancer train right now, and this is the starting of, these are all best girls. So not all of these are technically going to be waifus for him, they're just characters he really enjoys. So if you see a character that looks younger, that's why they're on here. So don't give anybody any headache for submitting a character like that. That's where their mindset's at. If you do, that's on you. Screw you. You're terrible. But yeah, so let's look at Tsunemori here. I'll be honest, I don't really care for her design. I don't know anything about Psycho Pass. I haven't seen it. I know apparently season 1 is fantastic, and season 2 would be squarely in line of being one of those disappointing seasons that pretty much everybody widely agrees is garbage. Also, maybe I'm just mean, but it looks like she cuts her own hair or something. It doesn't look like it grows out very naturally. I don't like her hair. So art style plus that. Let me say Tsunemori. Where the hell are you on here anyway? So all these images here at the bottom that I'm trying to look through are all from the pictures that were submitted to me. Otherwise, I found pictures myself online. Where is she at? I don't see her. Did I forget her, or am I just blind? Let's go through. Yeah, I don't see her. Well, maybe I'll see her later if I am blindly and someone's staring at it and yelling at me for not seeing her. I could have sworn I uploaded a picture of every character and double checked beforehand. I would say I'm going to put her in a 5 if I have to put her somewhere. If I find her, that's where I'm going to plunk her. If not, oh well. She wasn't even worth noticing, so it's okay. We're going to move on to this girl from Higurashi. Her name is Rika Furude. She's going to be the first one. Let's hurry up and go through her. She is right here. We're going to say not a husbando or waifu. She's very cute. The art style of Higurashi is deceptively cute for its horrific nature. She's not a husband or waifu. She's a kid. She's a kid. Kids aren't. Don't date kids unless you are a kid. But then you probably shouldn't date kids anyway. But don't date kids. Don't love kids like that. Love kids like you want to protect them. Protect. They deserve your protection. They don't deserve your bits. That's not okay. Let's go on to Inaba from Kokoro Connect. Basically, really saucy Rukia looking design. She looks very similar to Rukia from Bleach if she was more realistic. She got that hairstyle. Inaba is one of the five main characters of Kokoro Connect. She's not the main character, even though there's not really one main character, but she's very cute. She loves us. I really liked her character a lot when I watched Kokoro Connect. Over the other girls in the show, I think she's the most likable. Nagase is the most interesting, probably, but I feel like Inaba is probably the best girl from Kokoro Connect. So let's see, where did I put Inaba? I'm wondering if this thing just broke a bunch of images I put in here and that's why they're not showing up. I know it did say something about that, but I didn't double check to make sure. Boy, it's a travesty. I also don't see Inaba. Looks like a lot of Bits characters just aren't in here. I could easily go find where they're all at on my computer right now if I need to, but we'll just imagine. I don't know. Can I do anything where I can't? Okay. So Inaba, I'm gonna say she's a good band. Charlie Brown, she'd be right here. She's a great character. I'm not really attracted to her, and then she has some personality parts of her that I just don't find that appealing. I also don't see the next character, which I'm sure you all just saw a second ago, Nachi. She's the cute bunny girl from Made in Abyss. So Nanachi, you're not on here, but she's a bunny girl. She's gonna go right in that 3 spot too. I just don't. She is a kid, like most of the characters in Made in Abyss, and she really, even though she's a great character, it's all about waifus, guys. All about waifus. Even best girls don't matter. Best boys doesn't matter. It's all about waifus and husbandos. Dude, don't give me bunnies. She's not like Carrot from One Piece or something, who has like a grown-up woman's body. She looks like a child. She's a 3. We move on to Yu Koito from Bloom Into You. My experience with Bloom Into You is very small. There was a wonderful user on the site who bought a bunch of users the first volume of the manga, which I read. She is super cute. I really like the way she looks. Some people enjoy making her look a little bit more risque. But like her general design, I remember when I read the first volume of the manga, she was very interesting and fairly likable. So let's go find her. She's right here. I must say she's a good, because I don't really know her very well. I think I would need to get to know her character better before I make any clear rankings on her. So that's where she's going to go for now. It's a good. Then we have Irisviel von Eisburn from fatezero, which I also don't think I saw on here. I'm next time I do something like this, I'm clearly going to have to check to make sure it actually uploads all my damn pictures I put on there. So she's not on here either. She's maybe the sweetest character from the series. Very, very pretty. I'm going to put her in It's a Good as well. I can't say too much about her because a lot of her story, it's like other fake characters, is very spoilery. We got Rae Ayanami, one of the biggest. Oh, good, she actually is there. One of the biggest debates of waifus ever is Rae versus Asuka, which we know neither one of them is the best girl from Neon Genesis. We all know it's Misato, I think's her name. I don't remember. I don't like Neon Genesis. I think Neon Genesis is a series rife with wonderful potential and a lot of missed potential. And Rae kind of created what is called the doll character. If you know the plot of Neon Genesis, it makes a lot of sense why so. But she ends up being very flat because of this. Like this type of stuff is not happening a lot. Typically, this is what she looks like. She is resting no emotion face. She's just not an interesting character. I mean, plot-wise, she has plenty of intrigue with her, but she's just not. She's just not a character I have any strong feelings for. I'm gonna put her in student B. And that's me being nice. I could put her much lower, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to try to step on anybody's toes right now. Next we have Ruri Goko from Oremo. So she looks tiny, and I'm sure she's funny, but Oremo is a show that looks very fetishy. I am going to go back on what I just said, and I'm just going to put her in It's Bad. I don't like it. Even if her looking like a kid, I don't like it. It just upsets me. Right deep down, I'm not okay. I feel sad now. So let's look at this really petite, cute girl from Nagiasu, or Nagiasukura, or Lull in the Sea for those who like the localized title. Very much in line with PA Works designs. She is absolutely adorable. I guess she's probably of age. She seems to have curves. I know I've seen this scene on YouTube before, but I don't know much about these characters. They all are clearly high schoolers. She's very cute. Nagiasu is one of those shows I've been meaning to watch for forever. So, where's she at? There she is. I'm going to say I noticed her. I see you. A little young looking. We grow her up. Maybe I'd be more interested. Not right now, though. We're going to stick her in the 6. Then we got Mai Sakura Jima from Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, or whatever the Japanese title is for the show, which I'm sure is excessively long. She's very attractive. That was the first thing everyone noticed, I'm sure, before they watched the show. I mean, one of the first things we all saw was her dressed like a cute bunny girl. I mean, she looks like a classic pinup, very reminiscent of, mid-late 2000 Haruhi Fujioka, beautiful woman wearing a bunny suit. I don't know any of the context of this show. As soon as I heard it was Monogatari Light, I was immediately gonna skip it because I watched a little bit of the Monogatari series and I heavily dislike it. Maybe I would be surprised. I don't know much about her. She doesn't seem like somebody I would love, but maybe I'd be surprised. So let's go and see where to put her. She was also submitted by another user on here, Shadono, or I call her Shauna. That's her real name. So I don't know how you say her actual username. No, I saw her. Where'd she go? There she is. I'm gonna say student A because she still kind of looks generic. Despite being pretty, I have a lot of reservations. I'm afraid of her. I'm just gonna keep her right there for now. Then we go with Yuki Nagato from the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I don't know how many people still care about Haruhi. Haruhi was such a cultural phenomenon in its time. And Nagato, or Yuki, is pretty much the second iteration of that character created by Rae Ayanami from Neon Genesis Evangelion. But way better. And that's not because of her stuff in the series. It's specifically because if you've seen this version of her, who looks very shy, very cute. Look at her. Trying to see if there's anything in her cup. If you've seen Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, you will love this character. If you've not seen it, what are you doing? You should watch it. Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya is absolutely phenomenal. And I feel like, once again, my character is not on here. So where I would put her is I would put her at an 8. Again, the 8 is still saying blank because the characters just aren't showing up in my thing for some reason. I clearly need to do a double checking next time. I apologize. First time doing this. Shows that Tiermaker could have given me shitty broken pictures. Instead, they just didn't put the pictures I submitted, which is awesome. Haruhi Fujioka, was she there? Yes, I do see Haruhi. So I'm not going to dwell on Haruhi too much. Haruhi is one of few characters I'm putting right at the 10. I love her personality, her intelligence, her empathy. She's a very beautiful character. Haruhi is one of the few characters I think is the epitome of what I like in a person or a woman. Haruhi all the way to the 10. Then we have my Yuri, a character people are super split on. She's an adorable design. My goodness, we are still in Bit Necromancer, aren't we? We are going to be here for a while. So Mayuri, I mean, I really like Mayuri. I think she's best friend material. She's so sweet and lovely, similar to Fuuka, but she doesn't spark anything more than that out of me. I'm gonna keep her there. Upset the people who hate her because she's more simple-minded. Because apparently you can't be a likable person if you're not as smart as somebody else, which is stupid. If you feel that way, you're insensitive and have your own issues. It's okay not to like characters or people who aren't as smart as you, but if you think they're worth making fun of, you have your own problems. Mayuri is very cute, very loving towards her friends, especially Okabe, right at the 9. Then we have the mom from March Comes in Like a Lion, or Three Gatsu as everybody loves to call it for short. Or is she an older sister? I don't remember. I've only seen 2 episodes of this, and it's been a while. She looks like a hot mom, but maybe she's a sister. Her name is Akari Kawamoto. She is gorgeous. I don't know her character at all, but she seems like a good lady. She could be higher if I knew her, but I don't, so that's where I'm putting her for now. Then we have her from Yuri, Akari Akasa, another Akari. I think looking at her and how tiny she is, everyone is going to know exactly where I'm going to put her. She's going to go in 3. She's a kid. Come on, guys. Then we're going with Emilia. This is the last Bit Necromancer, guys, so we're through Bit. He said I didn't have to do them all. I was going to do them anyway. I mean, if you guys submit things to me, I'll write all of them. It doesn't matter. ReZero is a show I have no interest in, mostly because I think everybody, even people like me who don't watch much isekai, are fatigued by it and tired of it. So, Emilia is gorgeous. I don't have any other opinion of her. So I'm gonna put her all the way at 8 anyway because she's super pretty. If I knew her character, maybe higher. Then we got Regen. Guys, I think everybody has seen Mob Psycho now. This is very indicative of a lot of the things he does. Regen is one of the funniest anime characters probably in anything. Something that the creator of Mob Psycho, is known for is amazing comedy. Regen is just clearly up there. This was submitted by the user Ilya. I like Regen a lot. Regen is a wonderful mentor to Mob. I think he should be loved and respected. I think he also, though, he's a habitual liar, even if it's in his own worst interest at times. So I'm going to say he's a good, because sometimes he's not a good man, even though deep down he is definitely a good man. But he does counter a lot of people. I'm going to put him at 7. Then we have Nene, who I don't know if her last name is Sumirigawa or Sumidagawa because of the person who submitted it. She's from Rod the TV. Now we have a slew of submissions from Pseudonym. She's cute, looks like a techie. I don't know anything about her, but she looks exhausted from looking at fan art that is dirty of her that's been posted and trying to delete them for moderators. She just looks worn out from all these ratings of people rating her on YouTube through who's the best waifu. She seems nice. I don't know anything about her. But I see her. I notice her. She's fine. I'll toss her in a 6 for now. Who's next? We have a blue lady for Mass Effect. Mass Effect is a very widely successful video game franchise, for those who aren't aware, made by BioWare. They also make the Dragon Age series, and a long time ago they made the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic franchise as well. Nowadays they make bad stuff like Anthem. They really need to get away from live services. But from digressing, Liara, I'm going to say it's probably Sony, or is it to Sony? I'm not sure. You can correct me, Pseudonym. Is a ally / love interest potential in the Mass Effect games. I've only played the beginning of 2, and after even doing the catch-up, I was like, I probably should play 1. So I've not played Mass Effect, despite being a massive gamer. So what I see is a very kind-looking blue lady, but I guess 6 because she's hard to not notice because she's blue, but like I don't know her. And then we have this cute redhead lady from Dragon Age, also from BioWare. So Pseudonym is clearly a big JRPG, or not JRPG, just RPG fan. Especially BioWare's giant open world relationship building type games. This is Liliana. She looks like a really cute redheaded, I don't know, is she an elf or is she like a druid? Like, I'm not exactly sure what she is. She's very cute. I have an assumption I'm probably going to like her a lot whenever I get around to playing Dragon Age, which I've also not played. So let's get to her. She's right here. I'm interested, so I'm going to put her in 8. No, I'll put her in 7. Well, let's be serious. I don't know if she's good, but I'm gonna say she seems potential. Next is Yukari. So this one's easy for me. I am a massive fan of Persona 3. So Yukari is a character I did date in Persona 3. So she was my waifu. I love Yukari. I love her fashion. I love that she's not a perfect girl. She's just the character I like the most from Persona 3 as a female, even though I really like Mitsuru and Fuuka a lot. I guess would be my bottom out of those. But yeah, she's great. She's a great party member. She's super emotional in the good and the bad. I just really like Yukari a lot as a person, and I have loved what they've done with her through the arena games and through the dancing games. adding more to her personality. She is a waifu for me. Then we have the pizza girl. Oh, we're there. Okay, I was about to say we can't not have. Who was it? Was it Little Caesars, or was it Pizza Hut that sponsored this show? And that's why she. Well, let's look. She liked pizza. Maybe nobody sponsored it, and I'm just imagining it because of fan art and all these other things. But people love this girl. I've not seen Code Geass. I don't like Clamp's designs. They're very striking, but I don't like how long people are and their face shapes very much. So Cece, despite her pizza, I'm going to put it right there beside Rae. She does not appeal to me in any way. Maybe her personality would if I saw the series, to be fair. But for now, I'm putting her right there square in the 4. I have Sophie from Housewarming Castle. We're still on pseudonyms submissions if you're curious. Sophie Hatter is the main lead of the animated movie made by Studio Ghibli. She is great. I really love Sophie. Sophie is even better in the book than the movie. The movie does a wonderful job with her, but if you ever get a chance, the author's name is Diane Wynne Jones. She made a 3-part series in that universe. The first one is House Moving Castle. It shares some similarities. A lot of the characters are the same, but there's a lot of different plot details. And then the other two, Sophie and Hal, exist in the world, but they're not the main characters. Read them. Reading is good. I think if you love anime, you probably like reading it a little bit, I hope. Go read the novels. Sophie's a great character, though. She's very stubborn in a lot of ways, but she's also just inspirational because of that. I love Sophie. She's somebody who's just a good person. I ship her too much with Hal, and she is a little bit flat as a person, so she doesn't connect to me on a personal level. But come on, Sophie's a great person. She goes out of her way to clean up this drama queen of a wizard's life and helps solve all these curses. Studio Ghibli always knows how to really make female characters really lovable, and Sophie is one of the best. And we have Michiko. I guess her last name is Melandro, for Michiko to Hachichin, or Michiko to Hachin. Made by the same person who made Yuri on Ice, if you weren't aware. This is a very beautiful. I don't know if she's Spanish or if she's got African in her. I don't know much about her character. I've been meaning to watch this show because it seems fun and I really like her design a lot. But yeah, and I forgot to say who submitted that one. I am very sorry. I will do that in post in just a moment. Actually, I was keeping this all full screen, but here for you guys, let me open back up my history. Oh yeah, I didn't put the user. That very well might be Pseudonym's first submission then. I don't remember. I am sorry for whoever that is that I made that goof. Clearly, I'm not a professional here. I'm going to tag everybody who was part of this, though, in a Kitsu post so they can watch this and tell me how bad I did. Or how good I did. Maybe I did awesome. And you can tell me what I screwed up. Next is Kuso Saiki from... I'm just going to say Saiki. I could say the rest of the title, but this is from... I don't know if your name is Ingmeng or Angemange. I'm going to say Angemange, but tell me if it's Ingmeng. I'm not sure how you prefer it to be said. This guy looks funny. I know this series is supposed to be like rolling on the floor, hilarious. You just get hit in the gut every episode by it. It's supposed to be one of the funniest anime that's come out in the past decade, maybe ever. I will definitely watch it at some point. I know almost nothing about it, and he kind of just looks strange. So I'm going to put him at 6 because I assume I'm probably not going to be romantically interested in this guy like a husband. But I like him. I notice him. He's got very striking hair. Then we have this character from Rockweaver. Her name is Liren Marfes from Chrome Shield Regios, or Regios. She's cute. She seems friendly, but she also doesn't seem like her design sticks out very much either. She has very traditional clothes. Maybe she's an underrated gem of a character. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and just toss her in. It's a good. She seems like a nice lady. Next is Sun Hawk from Yona the Dawn. This is from my good friend Ren. This is the best boy in Yona. If you disagree, you are wrong. Hawk is a husbando. He's great. He will do anything for you. Doesn't matter what. He's the best. Although Blue Dragon is very close to being the second best. Yawara, she is so cute. I know Urasawa makes. Did I even mention who? I am just pressing keys. Oh yes, Hawk was from it. Okay, I just want to make sure I remembered who it was from. So Inokuma Yawara is from Naoki Urasawa's Yawara. She is just super cute. Is from Fukuchi, a lover of old anime. So if you don't know who Urasa, I can't talk. He is the mastermind behind things such as Monster. I think he also helped make maybe 20th Century Boys. And if this is who I think it is, I don't know if that's actually her on the left, but that looks just like Master Keaton. He also helped with that along the way. Maybe someone could fact check me and let me know if there's a crossover between the two. I would love to know that. So Yawara, which, oh no, was she? Yes, she was. No, there she is. I found her, guys. I found her. She's right here. She seems really good. I'm gonna put her on the 7 as well. Then we have Kyokujiro from My Hero Academia from Schnitzfoam. Maybe my favorite submission. This is the girl with kind of the punk rock aesthetic. She even has, like really long earlobes that make her have wonderful listening abilities. So I'm very much just like, she's fine. I like her as a character, but she does nothing else for me. I'm a boring, basic Ochako guy. So I'm gonna put her right there at 5, just where I would put most of the girls in My Hero Academia. Then we have from K-On! Mugi is what she was called in the comic, but I put her full name, Tsumugi Kotobuki. This is from Shauna, or Shadono. I don't know how she likes her username to be said. Let me know, please. I just want to know how you say it. She's a K-On! Girl, so I think the obvious answer for that is she's a 3, because she looks like a middle school chipmunk. No offense, although that probably did make offense, but she does nothing for me. I just don't get it. I don't understand the appeal of the K-On! Girls from a waifu aspect. They all look like kids to me, and I don't like kids. Then we got Bakugo from My Hero Academia as well. This one and the next one are both from Sarada Uchiha. Bakugo is a character who wears his heart on his sleeve, usually very angrily, full of emotion. One of the primary characters of the franchise and the series. I like Bakugo. A lot of people don't, but I think Bakugo is one of the best characters in My Hero. Very underrated, but he's also just an anger-fueled motherfucker, and we're gonna have to put him at a 6 because I feel like he's gonna just blow up your house. He's too volatile to me, far too volatile. To be fair, most of the boys in that are growing up, so maybe when he grows up, he just climb these ranks. Who knows? I can't let you know because I'm not there yet. He's not there yet. Then we have Shinzo from Boku no Hero as well. He's from season 2 mostly. I think he might appear in the manga some more. He is fine. He had a very interesting story, but I don't particularly have any strong feelings towards him, so I'm going to put him at 5 because I think unless you really like this character, you'll probably forget about him after so long unless he makes a bigger impact. I'll just put him right there in the 5 spot. Then we have Kurisu. From my very good buddy and lovely user C-Chung, one of the best users on Kitsu. If you don't follow C-Chung, follow C-Chung. She is probably one of the most popular waifus out there, next to people like Senchuhara from Bakumonogatari or Holo from Spice and Wolf. She's just an S-tier waifu for a lot of people. There's a really appropriate picture for you, or there's what most guys want to see when they would wake up next to her. But this is actual Kurisu. She's very professional, amazingly intelligent, and great support for Okabe through his struggles through Steins Gate. She's a very well-written character, as most characters in Steins Gate are. But Kurisu is somebody that does not do much for me. I'm going to put her at 6. Definitely would notice her. She's very hard to not notice. She's got a wonderful design, but not a waifu for me. We got Kakashi Hatake, just Kakashi, that's what we all call him, from Naruto, from Joanne the Mad right now, but she's usually Joanne the Red. He is a sensei to many people throughout Naruto, and one of the most important characters through the entire franchise, and has one of the coolest designs. Honestly, I think Kakashi would be a perfect husband to anybody. So I'm going to put him right there at the top. He's in the elite. He's one of the few 10s. Who do we have next? Then we have Spike Spiegel, who is just one of the coolest guys ever. This is from Space Cowboys. I think you can tell where her name is from. From Cowboy Bebop, Spike is one of the most iconic main characters in anime history. And I really like him as a character, but let's be honest, Spike, despite how cool he is and he's kind of attractive too, is very dysfunctional. But you would not notice him, right? We'll put about a 6 because Spike would bring so much baggage to your life. I don't think you would want to be with him. That's my honest opinion on that. Spike is just not somebody I think would make a good partner. We have Celti. I don't know if that's her real head they put on there, if that's the girl that her head cut off, but look, there's a picture of Celti with her head. But okay, so Celti is a character from Durara, who is a Durahan. If you don't know what that is, you'll look it up yourself. It's from, I believe, Norse mythology. Might be Celtic, actually. She is one of the primary characters of Durara. She is kind of a smuggler, or someone who transfers items from one place to another. But all in all, she's just a really sweethearted character who is one of the few people who has a really good moral compass, actually, in Durara. And I've always enjoyed Celti. This is from my boy Levitate. For you, Levi, I'm going to put Celti as a good lady. I don't think I would enjoy being with somebody who is mystical and has so much baggage attached to her. But I really like Celti. I really do. Then we have Haruma Yuuichi from Aisho 21. The guy is one of the few manga submissions, even though he does have an anime. It's from Madao King. Haruma is absolutely bonkers. A ridiculous character in a lot of ways. Kind of like Senku from Dr. Stone. He just brings the energy to Aisho 21. One of the best sports series ever made. And I love him. I love his character. Absolutely. But I feel like he's got a cut off head here too, by the way. I feel like he's a little too destructive, but boy, I would love to be friends with him. He would be a riot. I would think he's super fun to be around. I'm gonna put him at a 9. Then we have Suna, or Makoto Sunakawa from Ori Monogatari. This is from Kano 108, or No 108. It's my sister. Suna is just the best boy. He is the best boy. He is the best friend. And just for that, I'm gonna put him as a 9. Even though he probably deserves to be a 10, because he's so sweet and so kind. I would put him at a 9, specifically because he is a best friend. He's the best friend material. We have no experience on how he would deal with an actual relationship if he would shelter in. So I'm gonna put him back for now. And look, I've just discovered her finally, guys. Look, there she is. I don't remember where I said I was gonna put her. I'm gonna put her in 7, just because she's super pretty. Yeah, that seems to be the only one that I missed that actually was there. But yeah, Suna's great. He's super kind. But I need more experience with what kind of romantic he is. Claire Stanfield from Bakano. I'm not going to spoil everything about him, but he's got some dysfunctional parts of his life. He is a really cool character. The most popular character. I'll put him as a good, because even though he's dedicated to his partner, he is a force of destruction. And then, last but not least, for my sister, we have Natsume Yujincho's Natsume Takashi, who is one of the kindest and most likable characters in anime. One of my favorites. I'm not going to dwell on him too much. Natsume is one of the few I would put in the top 10. He just deserves to be up there. And then we have Shikamaru from Naruto. Shikamaru is really one of the best characters in Naruto. One of my favorites, too. But he's also a bit of a smartass, which would drive me nuts as a partner. So, despite how much I like him, I'm just going to put him as a 7. Which seems, you guys submitted mostly characters I like. There are a lot of characters who could be in these 2-1 if it was from certain series. So I'm thankful for that. Thank you so much. Next is Captain Yami Black Clover, which means I just forgot to say that these characters right now being submitted started from Shikamaru are from Sheisersa, is her name. You might have saw it on the screen when I looked at Shikamaru. I just forgot to read it. He's cool. I don't have any strong feelings about him, though. I don't know anything about Black Clover. I'm just going to put him at a 5. I see him. He looks like a cool dude, and I don't have much else to say about him. I apologize, Shisera. You're a wonderfully sweet person, and I'm sure he's a great character. I just know nothing about him. Then we have Sebastian. Cool, suave demeanor, best butler ever. A character I don't really like that much, but I don't hate him either, but I don't love him. I'll just put him at a 5. Sebastian's fine. He's one of the best characters in Black Butler, but I don't really like Black Butler, and I think he just kind of meanders after a while and doesn't really have much else interesting going on for him from what little I saw. Before I move on, which I think next is Gintoki from the lovely Kuronuma. One of the characters that was submitted that I missed to make a tab for was a girl named Sarah, or Sarahime, who submitted Asuna. I'm going to put her as a 10. I think Asuna is a perfect partner. If you've noticed the shit Kirito's put her through and how much she's stuck through him, Asuna is a great waifu. She's gorgeous, very lovely, and I really like her. So you can be upset about that if you'd like. Gintoki from Gintama. I don't know much about Gintama because I haven't watched it yet. Obviously, know it's considered one of the best shonen that's been made. I am highly curious and sure I would love it. I mean, look, he's even dressed as Luffy right here. This is great. And outside of even referential humor, Gintama is supposed to just be a great drama at times too. And Kuronuma is a respected friend who loves shonen as well. However, Gintoki seems like a mischievous bastard. So I'm going to put him at a 6. Because too much baggage, I would assume, from his war days, and too mischievous for me. And I am a boring man who wants people who aren't going to cause me too much trouble. And then, who do we have next? We have Megumi Noda from Nodame, from the best boy out there, Gribo. Anime I'm going to start soon. He'll be super excited. And one of the anime for my thing from last year, where I was supposed to watch 5. I really love her design, and she seems like a super lovely person. So for now, I'm going to say she's a good man, and she might just up here at some point. We'll see. I don't know. Karamatsu is next. Karamatsu himself contacted me for this, and the lovely Silver wanted me to also give validation to Karamatsu. But Karamatsu, as we all know, is somebody who thinks of themselves as a dumpster fire. So they're going to go on the 1 spot because they're very comfortable being the fire that burns all the garbage around them. So I'm going to, and I don't mean no disrespect, I'm sure Karamatsu's great. You'd probably be much higher as a character normally, but come on. He thinks he's a dumpster fire. Let's put him in the dumpster where he likes to be. Then we have Wei Wuxian from Modao Zushi, wonderful Chinese-made Donghua, I believe is the word for it, from my lovely girlfriend Futatsu. He is the primary character in this fantasy-based series, and it is very fantastic. If you haven't seen it, you can only find it online on non-normal streaming services. But it's fantastic. It's very weighty political fantasy drama with deep characterization. And I really like Wei Wuxian. I know girls lose their shit over the boys in this series because they're all pretty and they're also complicated. And girls love complicated men. And I like Wei Wuxian. He's a good man. He's similar to some people like Gintoki and Haruma. Far too mischievous. He's so mischievous, and I don't have time for that. And then we have Sedith from Three Houses. Sedith is one of the best characters in Three Houses. If you know anything about Sedith's character, you know for absolute fact that Sedith is an amazing husband. In his heart. Like, in his heart, he's an amazing husband. No one would be a better husband than Sedith. It's not up for debate. And then last we have Crummy Crum from Awakening. Great character. I love him. I married him in mine, but I want to make him a best friend. He's gonna sit right there. These are both from the lovely Lightning Fanatic. Lightning Fanatic was the one who gave me Crum, and Sedith was from the wonderful, I believe her name was Ashuri-chan. Both Fire Emblem loving girls. These are great guys. This is where I'm going to put them. But yes, guys, this is my list aside from the ones who just didn't show up for some reason. Let me know what you thought of all of this. This is my first time basically doing something like this. Similar to like an anime YouTuber would do. If you want me to rate anything else or talk about anything else that you think would be interesting, let me know. I did enjoy this. I probably was overly long-winded and didn't make enough pauses. Wasn't very funny either. I can be, but that probably requires a script, and I'm too lazy to write a script. That's why I did this all in one take. That's why you're going to see all of my mistakes all in one thing, because honestly, I don't care if anyone sees my mistakes. It's okay. And thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed my overly long and overly elaborate waifu rating. If you want me to rate more husbandos, and waifus, let me know. I will set up another one of these and actually validate all the pictures are there next time, and we'll do it again. If you want me to do something else, let me know too. I don't know. It's fun to do these sort of things. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope everyone who is here has a great day, and see you soon.